Well, hello everyone. It's another day, a different dollar.
Right? Is that how it goes,
It's another
Pickle?
penny,
It's
another
another
cent.
penny. Do people even use pennies anymore? What the fuck? Oh,
It's another debit card.
it's another debit card day. And I'm here with my partner in petty crime, Pickle Vernon. I am Bailey Winkler, and we are, I'll let you say it.
The art of the meaningless conversation.
Yeah, and what does that mean just for folks who are joining us for the first time?
It means we talk about nothing.
Yeah. Basically, you get to have a bird's eye. Okay, first of all, I want to tell everyone that I'm not from this country originally.
You moved here when you were a hero.
Whatevs. You need to stop. I'm telling people, Pickle.
You cannot use that as an excuse.
I can totally use it as an
cannot.
excuse. Anyway, so I'm not from this country originally. And I don't understand you people's phrases. So if I mess up, forgive me. But basically, we just talk about stupid stuff all the time.
Yeah, but it's really interesting, stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it was super cool, really interesting. Nothing.
You say that with a very, you can't see her, but her face is super serious. And when her face is super serious, I think it's all bullshit.
But I do have a really crazy story
Okay.
to tell you.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so I think everybody experiences something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the idea of this. Even though I know a story that is about mail, does not sound super exciting.
Like postal mail.
Like postal mail.
So I'm gonna. So I guess Denise still lives in like 1939 or whatever. I don't know when, like the horse and wagon, because she talks about postal mail. And there's something like she called me on the phone the other day, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, her arm better be cut off because I do not talk on the phone. And then she calls me up and talks about something.
I just felt like we had to go old school on this because I wanted to tell you something that seemed like, God, it's just like to write 4 sentences was going to be a lot.
Well, I mean, all right, fine, whatever.
So let's get back to the mail, the postal mail.
Postal mail.
Because I had a year, which I think people can relate to sometimes with this, where I had a huge curse on postal mail. Like crazy shit
Wait,
was
you
happening.
put a curse on postal mail?
Someone put a curse on me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a bad one.
Okay.
So, first of all, only stupid things like insurance companies use postal mail.
Yes.
Okay, and because I take insurance because I'm a mental health counselor, this is where it gets a little crazy because the mail I'm waiting for are checks.
Okay.
So last year,
Checks. God, this is old school. Yeah.
had this whole thing with the insurance companies where it took me a long time to figure out how to send into the insurance company. I had the wrong insurance company. I got it kind of straightened out. Then they said they were sending the payments.
Yeah.
Then I waited 3 months and never received the payments. And then I had to try to figure out who to call. And then I finally get a hold of who I'm supposed to call. And by this time, it's like thousands of dollars I'm waiting for.
Oh my gosh.
Well, then I find out that the manager of the office that I sublease a space in was sending my mail back.
What?
I went into the mailroom, and on a piece of mail that had come for me, she had written RTS and put it in the outgoing mail.
And why was she doing this? Because
So I contacted the person I sublease from, and then he's like, oh no, it says in your sublease you can't receive mail there.
oh no.
And so first of all, like, how can you have an office and not receive mail in the office?
Yeah.
And then he contacts me and says, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's not in the lease. But I have had the worst curse because the manager he contacted the manager of the office and said, please don't return her mail.
Yeah.
It somehow still is being returned.
Oh no.
She says she's not doing it. I don't know if the post office is doing it now. So I have to keep calling them the insurance company and having them resend money.
Oh.
So I'm still behind all this money.
So you're still having this mail issue.
Oh, I'm still having this crazy mail issue. So I finally changed the address to my house,
Yes.
hoping that that will solve the problem, but that takes months. So anyway,
Right.
I'm just the setup. This is the setup of a crazy mail year.
Okay.
Of a curse that somebody put on me.
There's some evil spirits going on with your mail.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, we need to do it. We need to do some spells. I'm excited.
Yeah, we do. We definitely have to do something.
I have to tell you that I've been sabotaging you. So, I mean, I look at your life and I'm like, I'm going to SWF her. If for anyone who doesn't know what that is, you know, that movie Single White Female, you need to watch it. It should be the basis of every single friendship. So Denise is super cool. She's got a good life. Oh, I mean, Pickle. It's super
Pickle Vernon to you.
Pickle Vernon to you. Or Pix. Pickles. Or Pixter. Pixie. Whatever. And I just decided that I needed to destroy one part of your life, which is how you get your money.
I think it's because you want me to lose everything just so I have to live with you.
That's exactly it. I mean, that's, you know, pretty much it. We have a place that she could live. Right now there's no house there, but
I could live in the dirt.
we'll make her a little, like, gnome home.
An igloo.
We'll look out the window every day and see her sitting over the fire. And we're like, there's our little elf.
We destroyed her life just so she could stay on the property
Yes.
with us.
Yes. And then from there, we'll create like a documentary around it, and then I'll be famous. And speaking of documentaries, I'm not going to talk about that topic because it's a little bit timely, and we have some issues with getting ourselves posting our podcast on time.
It is that idea of when you have something really weird happen.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any of those?
I feel like I've had quite a few, but because I've had a couple of all-night ragers recently, I have brain. My brain is like mishmash. And by the way, I slept over at Pickle's house yesterday because we went to a show last night.
Oh, we could talk about this show.
We should talk about that show. So Pickle is really good, and I feel like I am too. We're both really good at kind of finding quirky things to do. And last night, Pickle, we went to something that you suggested.
Yeah, well, I read that it was going to be an aerial show.
A flying flat please show.
So that I thought it was a soft opening that they wanted to kind of do it in front of
I
people.
did too. I read that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
It was a fundraiser, right?
It was a fundraiser. They wanted money from us.
First of all, they were super nice, you know, very kind and
Yeah.
friendly, but it was a little bit intense. It's like, scan this QR code and start, you know, entering your GoFund or what was it, Kickstarter money.
Kickstarter.
And we're like, we haven't even like moved in like a foot into this place yet. We gotta.
Yeah, well, and it wasn't what we were expecting. Maybe
Yeah.
if we had known, we wouldn't have gone.
And it was so funny because we, Pickle and I, and then another friend of ours went, and we all have distinct personalities. We get along really well, but you can kind of tell the different personalities and how they're taking it in. I'm standing over here because I've worked in a corporate environment, and they're playing these games, right? And every single offsite, every single event, we're always playing these damn games, like meet people games, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this.
No, you were more like, I'm leaving.
Yes.
If you two weren't standing here and staying here, I would be
You
out
can
the
tell
door.
from my faces. I have this weird, like, frozen. My body freezes like this,
I'm going to run away.
and my hands get in my pockets, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna go to the restroom. And like 2 hours later, I'm like, Hey guys, how was it?
I know.
But
and then
in your
I'm
feeling,
more like, what the fuck is going on? And then I'm like, I'm staying. I want to see what weird thing is going to come out of this.
yeah. And then our other friend, Juicy Juice.
She's like so polite. She's like, okay, I would love to play that game that
Yeah.
you want me to play. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do it.
Yeah. So
She was actually really good at darts. She was surprisingly good.
Yes.
We had to play darts. We had to play Jenga.
Yes.
We had to play, well, we didn't play, but it was
Twister.
there.
But then the show itself, you know, it was just like a couple songs, but then they were heavy pushing.
Yeah,
the
it was a
fundraiser.
fundraiser. It was definitely a fundraiser. It's not what we expected.
But, you know, similar to what Pickle was saying is that I really like all these weird little experiences because, I mean, what
It's
else?
funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
To say, I have never had the leader of the Jenga game, the coordinator of it, I have never had such a cheerleader there for me while playing Jenga.
Yeah.
He just made me feel like I'm winning at this.
Yes.
I feel so good.
But you ended up knocking down
I
the
did.
last. No,
I
and
did.
that's in a good way because he got really good video. I think you're probably going to show up in the news now, the local news.
Surprise! I thought he was taking photos, and then when I saw he's videotaping
He's videoing us
us
the whole time.
I
Yeah.
know.
I think they have to have some sort of whatever. You have to sign an agreement if you're going to be posting.
Maybe that's what we signed when we first walked in,
I
and
didn't-
had to put
I
our.
didn't sign anything.
That's because you believe in like your conspiracy that they're going to come after you and take all your information.
Well, besides the point, yeah, maybe. But I have this. I like it when my friends can be the human shields. So we came in.
That's why she picked huge friends to stand in front of her.
They're not that big. They're not that big. Their personality is big. But yeah, they'll come in and they're interested. And I'm just like, do. And I kind of sneak past so I don't have to put
You think you're being so sly.
I am.
But you
I think-
also didn't. You stood out because you won the prize of the night.
Yeah, how did that happen?
The one person who does not want to be called out, who does not want to win the top prize of the night, 2 tickets to the show.
Yeah. Got called
Got
out.
called out.
Yeah, my name got picked
I
out.
was laughing so hard.
And I'm
when-
sitting there frozen. And they're looking at me. And they're
pointing at you.
like, she won. And I'm like, ooh, that's great.
It was so funny because then people are clapping. They're like, come to us afterwards, da da da. And then I hear you go, oh, thank you. It was this weak little, I'm supposed to be, I guess,
Thankful.
thankful for this. And then what did you do?
We all tried to sneak out, and you guys knew we were trying to sneak out. And then, as I was sneaking out towards the bathroom for one last time, the person who pulled out who happened to be one of the producers of the show, pulled me aside and said, "Hey, I got to get your information." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks." And so she ended up getting my information.
But maybe this show, if you get the tickets and you go to the show, will actually turn out to a weird coincidence that you go to this thing you didn't think you'd go to.
That's true.
And suddenly something happens or somebody is there that you're like, oh my God, what a weird coincidence. Like I would never have gone to the show.
Yeah.
And
You're true. You're right. That's the universe talking to me because I, our friend Juicy Juice.
I love it. JJ.
JJ was like, "Do you ever win anything?" I'm like, "Not really. I won like the pie walk game when I was in elementary, but that's about it." But for
Wait. What's a pie walking?
you did not know the pie walk game?
Do you
Yeah.
do you know that you have a pie cost in your hair?
A what? What's a pie cost?
Well, it costs about $2 or $3.
You're such a dick. You're such a dick.
Okay, so what's a
I'm not talking to you anymore. Okay,
pie walk?
okay, you're not a dick for a dad joke. Oh, that's really good. Did you just learn that? Did you just do that? Did you just make that up?
No, I did not make that up.
Oh, is it like
It's a
a
joke.
American person joke?
Oh, I forgot. You're from a foreign country.
Yes. Yes. I'm not from this country. Lest you forgets. From another country. So a pie walk is
pie walk.
in elementary school in this country. They had these little carnivals on the playground every once in a while. And so basically the game is that maybe parents or kids brought in a pie to the carnival and you would pay for your little ticket. I don't know if we paid or not as little kids. And you would walk around a circle in numbers and then they'd say, do the music and then they'd stop. Or I don't know, they'd call a number. I don't know how it works. But you walk around a circle and if your number was called, then you won a pie.
And you won a pie?
I won pie twice in 2 years. So I'm a pie
Whoa.
person. I'm a pie winner.
You are a pie winner.
Yeah.
That's lucky.
That's
What
the only
kind of
thing
pie?
I don't remember, but I just remember going home, and because I'm not from this country, I was a refugee, we didn't have much food. I would run home with that pie, so excited to bring pie home to my family who was home starving.
Your poor family.
We weren't really starving, but it was exciting. I don't remember the pie.
Did you guys eat it?
I don't remember eating it either. I'm sure my mom threw it out. She's probably like,
This American
This American
food.
pie.
Especially when you have Vietnamese food.
oh my,
I mean,
oh my God. My dad likes American food quite a bit, so he probably ate it all.
oh, he did? Mm-hmm. Or he does.
Or he does, yes. Yeah, so what were we talking about? This show, but it was good, right? It was, good to go out and hang out with our friends.
Yeah, and seeing like the creative kind of people out there, which is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but no, that was a good night, and I miss coming over here and hanging out in this weirdo's place that my friend
by
Pickle lives in.
weirdo, she means me.
No. Well, sorry, with this weirdo in this weirdo town that she lives in. Weirdo in a good way. It's like a little island, and there's a bunch of interesting, unique people that live here.
Yes, it's quirky. It's crazy.
So, what else is going on?
That's it, because we're gonna have to end the show. We're already 23 minutes in.
Well, we can't end the show because the editing needs to have a few more minutes because let's just end the show.
Should we end the show?
Sure.
No, let's not end the show then. We just won't end the show.
Never. We're just gonna keep talking until we're corpses and our we're gone. Bye everyone.